Hey, what's going on? It is your girl, Tampa Mystic, and we are live. Where are we at? You see it back there.
Industries.
Big Industries Most Wanted, not the little one.
Wanted.
I got the beautiful, the one and only Tazzy Red checking in tonight. What's
Hey,
going on? Beautiful. How you doing?
I am doing great. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We already had a fun conversation before we went live.
We did. Thanks for having me, though. Like,
Of
for real.
course.
Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely my pleasure. I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hello, everybody. I go by the name of Tazzy Red. I am from Miami-Dade County. But currently, I'm in Tampa now. So, if you're around, make sure you hit me up. Come see me. Tazzy Red is on Facebook, Instagram, all of that. And get to know me a little bit, during this interview. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna just dive right in. So again, we got Tazzy Red on the check-in. She's out there in Tampa, which y'all know that's my hometown. She's from Miami, which is a beautiful city as
Hmm
well.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's just kind of go back a little bit to let people understand your journey of how you got to where you're at. Growing up in Miami, what was that like for you?
Oh, well, Miami's a fast city.
Yes.
Um, and we're actually one of the homes of the dancers. Like, if you haven't been down there and know about these Miami dancing dances and stuff like that, and these dancers, let me tell you, it takes technique, it's footwork and all that stuff. A lot of it's not just two step, but um I've always been into the music and everything down there in Miami. That's what it's about. It's very diverse. So it has is so many different cultures and stuff. And it being that I grew up in the music, I mean, it just fit right in with that. So growing up there, and with experiences in different cultures, that's what makes me different as well too. You know what I mean? Same time. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think you just nailed it. What you said is something that's so key is when you have the opportunity to be around, different types of people, which Miami is kind of like that melting pot. There's different nationalities, different
Hmm
languages, different walks of life. It opens you up to a broader audience. And I think it allows you to appreciate different cultures, which can
Right.
all be reflected back into your music.
Right. Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
What
Pinpoint.
was it that or who was it that inspired you to want to do music? Would you say being a Florida baby had influence on that?
Um, just who I am, period, and my family, to be honest. Like, just a little background. Grew up into the music as far as like my mom's side in the Latino market. So I'm
Hmm.
Panamanian and Jamaican.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So on that side, we have my mom's cousins who are actually still performing now, have gold and platinum, plaques and stuff for that. So like I said, I grew up in that a lot. As far as really being inspired to do it, to take it serious was after like a major car accident. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
nearly lost my life,
Wow.
and almost the ability to walk. So I had a homeboy who was like, and I'll never forget it. He asked me if I was going to do it, and I was like, no. I just like to do it for fun. Mostly into dancing. And he was like, just wasting talent. You just wasting talent. And I was just like,
Why you trying to?
it kind of, yeah, but it hit me though. It really hit me because they've been, asking me to do that for a while, being that I was good at it. And
Yeah,
I didn't really take it that serious. And that's when I did.
I love that. Can we, people who haven't heard your music, can they hear your roots of where you're from within your music?
They can. You
Yeah.
can. There are certain songs where I do flip it, between some patois and English, and working on a little Latino record because I can read and write it. You know what I mean? So we're getting, we're getting there,
That is
getting
so
back into it.
dope. Because that really will separate you from so many other artists out here, because you're keeping it true to who you are, but you're also, if you do it in multiple languages, I think that that's going to really set you apart from most other artists
Yep.
out here.
Yep. I agree.
Was there anybody else that close to you in like your family, immediate family that was involved in doing music, creating music?
Yes. So you have once again the my mother's side. My biological father, he never knew notes.
Hmm.
Everything that he played was by ear. Was piano, and he was actually a part of a band. So whatever he had to do, they had to play for him, and he had to listen to it, and there we go.
That is dope.
So I think it's, to be honest, it's just inherited, um, to where I had the love for it. My kids have the love for it. My nieces and nephews have the love for it. It's just, family grown.
It's in your DNA. It's in the blood.
Yeah, it's in the blood. Even if you don't want it to be there, it's there.
You've been doing music for a long time, like really on
Yeah,
a professional level for about 14 years. When I commend you, and that's ironic because that's about how long I've been in the industry. So we kind of came in
wow,
around, really taking it
nice,
seriously about the same
nice.
time. Let's go back 14 years ago. A lot has changed since then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What has kept you motivated? Because I'll tell you, I have some days where I'm like, man, forget this. I don't want to do it no more. And then I wake up the next day and I'm like, no, I love this. What keeps you pushing?
Well, to be honest with you, Mystic, I actually stopped for a minute.
Mm,
For it might have been a good year or two that I stopped. I'm recently getting back into it now. But prior to then, like before that, I'll get into that. But before that, the motivation was, it was like my kids, my babies, my mom. My mom was actually my number one fan. She still is.
that's beautiful.
Rooting. So when you have that support, it's just like, why stop? Even when it does get hard, because yes, it does get hard. But I did stop. Like I needed to do a complete reset of
Yes.
everything of life, like everything. I made new Instagram pages, new Facebook pages,
Mm.
so they're not as much followers and stuff, as I had before, slowly building that back up. But to be honest, doing that whole reset was needed, and I feel like, it's time now, and especially with Rena in my ear.
Shout out
And
to Rena.
everybody else.
I know that's right. You gotta have somebody that really holds you accountable and pushes you, and she's definitely the one to do that. I've known her
Yes,
for a long time.
yes,
She's so beautiful and professional at what she does.
yes, yes. Love
Absolutely.
her.
But I commend you for allowing yourself some grace because we have to do that sometimes. Like I even was just having a conversation this morning with somebody talking about how in the over the 14 years I've been doing this, the only time I've taken a break is when my mom passed away. Outside of that, I haven't had any
That's a loss.
vacations. Yeah, that
Mm,
was tough. So I'm like, I feel like maybe this year I might take a little bit of extended time off, even if it's 2 or 3 weeks,
why not?
just a social media break,
Yes,
no interviews, nothing, just to kind of
yes.
like reset, like you said, because
Reset.
mental health is real, right?
Facts.
We have
Facts.
to, have to listen to ourselves. So I'm proud of you though for allowing yourself that grace to do that, and then
Thank you.
boom, you came back, and now you're doing your thing from the
Back
time
into it now.
back into it. From the first time you were doing it, you took the break and coming back. What are
Hmm.
you doing differently this time?
So my music is going to be a bit more on a conscious level. Now, like I spit about everything. That's one thing about me. I'm very diverse. I'm not going to have, and that's what my song, the new single that you guys are hearing soon, is mostly about. Like, yeah, you have that intimate song, the little ratchet song here and there, but I'm not going to have a whole album of that. You know what I mean? It's going to be more so messages that I'm delivering at the same time while we're having fun, like it used to be. Like
Yes.
I miss the 90s. I miss the 90s and early 2000s,
Me too,
hip
especially
hop.
being from Florida.
Yeah. You get what I mean? So it's like it's slowly but surely getting back to where lyricism matters, but we're not quite there yet.
I agree. I absolutely 100% agree. And I think that it's going to take artists like yourself who are comfortable with changing the narrative and not caring what other people say. Oh, why are you doing that? Listen,
Yeah.
somebody's got to take the reins and change the narrative. And
Facts.
you got to be the one to do it, sis.
Yes, it's definitely trying to, but we're gonna make it happen. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna still have some fun songs here and there. Some ones when I really go in at, because I'm really known for like spitting real hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're gonna have some meaning. We're gonna have some morals and stuff. So we're gonna have some messages that people and kids, even kids, because these kids will sneak and listen to shit anyway. Excuse me, listen
No,
to
you're
things.
right.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. How long have you been in Tampa?
What is it, 25 now? So going on 5 years. I was here since 2020.
Got you. What made you
Yeah.
move from Miami, or was there anywhere in between, or was it from Miami straight to Tampa?
No, it was from Georgia. to
Mm,
Tampa. I
okay,
was in,
up here. Okay.
yeah, I was up there for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and then I came here.
What
Yeah,
took you
so,
to Tampa?
well, I wanted to come back to Florida, and so did my kids, but I was like, Dade County, I love you, but I'm not moving back down there. You know what I mean? So I have a sister who's been here for some years, already, and she was like, just come and I visit here a few times, and I was like, you know what, I like it, and I
Yes,
love the water. I'm a beach baby. I'm a beach
I
bum.
miss it too.
So yeah, so with the water and everything, and I was like, this is nice. It was different.
Yes,
It's slower than Miami. You get
sure.
what I mean? So, and cheaper
Yeah, absolutely,
for the cost of
absolutely.
living. So
Facts.
I'm real about mine, y'all.
Nah, but
So
it's
yeah.
so expensive. It's stupid expensive out here right now. And but having that little bit slower pace is probably a better environment for you to raise your kids in.
Right, right.
I've been in Atlanta since 2013, so this will be my 12th year here, and
Gotcha.
I've contemplated honestly, and I've been putting it out there in the next couple years. I may end up moving back to Tampa just because I love Atlanta, but it's too busy here. You know, you lived here.
Yes, I lived here. Hmm.
Everybody's moving here. It's
Yes, yes.
overcrowded. Like, yeah. So I'm like, I might give myself a couple more years and come back home because what I can say about Tampa is now, from when I moved from there to here, the
Hmm.
music scene has definitely been thriving a lot more.
Yeah, I definitely, because I used to come and visit, and it wasn't as, popping as it was, but now we're getting here. We're getting there. Different
Absolutely.
little spurts and stuff going. There's more opportunities for more artists and different festivals and stuff like that. So it's, yeah, coming up.
Do you know H, the guy H out there? It's spelled Aych.
No. Mm-mm.
Definitely, I got to connect you with him. He
Okay.
was I was
What's
working
up?
with, and I still work with.
Hmm.
When I first started doing artist showcases in Tampa, he was already doing them. He's been doing it longer than me, and he does the Loud on Seventh festival every year.
Okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah, super connected, such a dope dude. I'll make sure that you guys connect with each other.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's like
Thank
my brother
you.
right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yes.
So I
That'll
know
be
back
awesome.
in 2021 you released the Mixed Feelings EP.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, and then I also want to know, is there going to be another project that we can anticipate coming soon? So going back to that
Okay.
project, released in 2021, Mixed Feelings, kind of self-explanatory because we all get the mixed feelings. Where were you at, like on a mental, when you were putting the songs together for that project?
So for mixed feelings, it's pretty much it's kind of a metaphor for the album. So what it is like it's every song is different. Like it's very different. They're not really similar,
Yeah.
you know. So that's where that came in at, and on the mental for that, because to be honest, like I made those songs different timings. It wasn't, I was like, when I had a feeling of something, I'll go ahead and drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Then, ended up making it as a project. And whatever I felt at the time, like whatever that beat gave me, and that's what I was feeling at the time, that's where I went. EP, Mixed Feelings. I have Frenemies. That's a song called Frenemies. Just the name by itself. You get what I mean? I have a song called Cruise Control, but it's spelled Crews.
I got
So
it pulled up on the phone
you see
right
what I'm
now.
saying? Right on, girl. So, and that right there it's about your surroundings, like who you're around, the people, your circle.
That is
So,
hard. I love that right there. That's dope, man. Cruise
thank
control.
you. Yes,
That's
cruise control. So, and that's how it is with mixed feelings. So, however I'm feeling at the time is where I'm gonna go in at. You're never gonna hear me have a whole album talking about drugs and money and selling my cuda and all this other stuff. Like it's to each his own.
yeah.
If that's how you make your money, do your thing. But I feel like you got to be different. Show the different sides of you. That'll really show who you are by being able to make that different type of music versus having to do interviews to explain who you are, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, and I think it'll give you a lot more longevity in the music industry too, because
Right.
you're not doing something gimmicky to try to get attention. You're just giving them who Tazzy Red is.
Who I am. Yes, yes, ma'am.
So the project has 9 tracks on it.
Mhm.
were including the intro.
Mhm.
Were all the tracks on the album specifically created with this project in mind, or did you maybe pick and choose a few you had in the vault already?
I had picked and choose a few. Like there was about three or four that I recorded for this one, and then there was the rest of them I kind of like had already, and I was like, instead of wasting them, you know what I mean? And they're good songs. Let it, let management hear it, of course,
Yes,
and approve and everything, and then just put it together
there you go. I
in
know that's
a
right.
EP.
Don't
Yeah,
want to let it sit on the shelf forever. You got to throw it out there.
right, right.
Because I feel like artists have a lot of good music, and if you just continue to throw it out there, eventually something's going to stick, right?
Very true. Yes, yes, it's so true. And that's one thing, like I'm gonna be honest, one thing I have to do is be more consistent. I'm not a social media person like that, but I know that is pretty much like the platforms of promoting.
Yes, 100%. Shout out to Rez Murray over there on Facebook. So, you guys, we got people on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube tuning in. Rez, we appreciate you. Miss you
Hey.
too, family. Thank you for this. Is Tazzy. Make sure you follow her. We'll give it out at the end, but let's go ahead and right now, while people are tuning in from different platforms, where can they follow you on your? You said you have a newer Instagram.
Yeah, but I've had it for a while now. My Instagram is t.redd31, and it says Tazzy Red as soon as you click on it. And for Facebook, it's Tazzy Red as well.
Definitely. Make sure you
Yeah,
guys tune in with her because she out here working. She getting to it. She's doing her
we're getting
thing.
there. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. So there will be a follow-up project in the works, or is one in the works.
There will be a follow-up project in the works. Yes,
Is it going to be a spin-off of Mixed Feelings, or is it going to be something totally different?
totally different.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of what we may be able to expect, or is that still on?
Um, what I will say, it's going to be a more mellow album, but not mellow to the point where it's gonna have some island. It's gonna have some islandy in it, some more R&B-ish type in it. It's gonna be something that you can ride to or even dance and sway to. You get what I mean? I'm not gonna be too tough on like I normally am on this project. Yeah,
Yes. But that's good though because that's going to show your range of what you can do.
yeah,
Like people will fully understand that Tazzy Red is not just boxed in. Like you have a wide range of what you can
yes.
do. Being that you'll incorporate some of the island sound in there, are you open to doing other genres of music? And when I say other genres of music, I see some hip hop artists tapping a little bit into country or maybe some pop. Does that ever cross your mind?
Oh yeah. I actually had a pop song that I did like a long time ago. Couldn't promote it and put it out, due to certain legal stuff at that time. So, but I'm definitely into that country. I'm not really there with the country yet, but pop, definitely rock. There's this rock
Oh,
band that I'm supposed to be working with soon too. So,
oh, that's
like, I'm
hard.
definitely, yeah. So I'm into that too. Alternative, most definitely. Like, I'm definitely open to different genres.
I
Can't
love that.
be stuck in one market.
Absolutely. We're
Yeah,
not trying to fit in. We want to stand out. And I feel like
that's right.
by you doing that, you will broaden your fan base and your audience. It opens you up to a whole new market when you tap into these other genres. And maybe even if you don't necessarily create a country record, you might collab with a country artist down the line somewhere.
Which I will. That I can do, most
Yes,
definitely. Most
100%.
def. Good
Shout
ideas, girl.
yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? Country on. Shout out to Rena herself right there on YouTube.
Yes.
What's up, beautiful?
Hey, sis. Kiss, kiss.
Absolutely. No matter where you guys are tuning in, whether it's Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, make sure you drop a comment. Let us know that you're here, supporting Tazzy Red. That's what it's all about because one of the
Definitely.
hardest things to do in this industry is to get people to support you because they got their own stuff going on.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely. So you've had the opportunity to actually receive and perform at some award shows. Tell us about it.
Yes, so some of the award shows that I've been to were actually pretty good. The first one that I went to was like in Atlanta was amazing because huge stage, which I
Yeah.
loved so much. And that's what I love. It was a good crowd. I got a few awards. It was just awesome. I think that one they displayed a cipher that I was into, so that's when they premiered it for the first time. So it was just nice. Festivals, I love doing festivals and award shows. It's just bigger and it's more broad versus being in clubs
Correct. I
all the
agree.
time. Like I'm a little
I
old for clubs.
No, absolutely. And that's why I definitely want to make sure that you and Rena connect with H because he does the Loud on 7th festival right there in Ybor. I
Yes,
think it's like
that'll be
around
awesome.
September of every year. So,
Okay.
absolutely. And then coming up here in Atlanta in July is the Fleet DJ Music Conference, another great opportunity.
Okay.
I don't know if you could, make your way back up here, but they always have
I'll
a major
definitely
music
try.
conference. Yeah, I'll make sure I get you guys the information because I'll be there doing media, doing interviews and stuff at the conference. So,
Yes,
gotta
ma'am.
get you back up here for a little minute.
Yes, indeed, right? I know it's been a little minute. It has.
So through your music, you've really been able to touch the people, and I mean like changing people's lives by the words that you're speaking. How does that make you feel?
I love it because that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal is to start this movement and continue it. Even with my brand is Red's Alienated Nation, and my apparel is Alienated Apparel, and the phrase on the back is "We just can't fit in."
Mm.
And then there you got the song "I Just Can't Fit In."
Can we see
So,
your shirt real quick?
oh yeah, hold on. Let me, cause I'm in bed, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real.
Listen,
I'm in bed, so it has a
I'm being
TR and an alien.
mad. I
And then the
got it.
phrase is on the back.
Where
So
can we
yeah.
purchase one at?
So I was actually the one dealing with that and I stopped it for a minute, but give me about a good month or two and I'm gonna get back in it and then I'll let y'all know.
I
Because I
want
have
to
my website and everything.
I want to purchase one because it's so funny. My dad, who still lives down in the Tampa area, he's in Clearwater. We always refer to each other as aliens. We're like, we are not from here. Like
And
we all.
that's what I say all the time. Yes.
It's funny because that the
Yes.
I can't do that. But my dad sends me that emoji often, that hand emoji, and we
Mhm.
send each other the alien emojis because then we always close out our conversations when we're texting, calling each other aliens because I've
Yes.
got alien earrings. I've got to
I
buy
know that's right.
from
Yes,
you.
I normally do shirts, tanks, hoodies, and stuff like that. So just give me about a month or two because I'm revamping right now.
I
And
will
then,
absolutely be shopping with you. Absolutely.
yes. Oh, thank you. Yay.
100%.
Yay.
I want to buy something for my dad too because he's gonna love that.
Yes. And that's the whole point of the movement and everything is just to be you. Like I have alienated models. So I do plus size, small, if you're gay, straight. I don't
Yeah,
care. Just be unique and love yourself. You know what I
that,
mean?
that's what.
So
See, Rena just threw that emoji up there. I can't. I can't. I gotta hold it. I gotta work on my.
Hey, as long as you're able to hold it, you're good. It still counts.
Yes, absolutely. But I love that, and I think that we are so like-minded when it comes to that because I like being weird. I like being different. I'm not trying to fit in, and if people like it, cool. If
Exactly.
they don't, that's cool too.
Exactly. Exactly. You fit in with the people who fit in with you.
Yes.
And
So Red's Alienated Nation is the name of the
hmm
brand.
hmm
How long has that brand been established?
I had it for a couple years now. It's only been like 2 years
Mm.
that I've actually had it up and running. The idea and everything I've had for a while, but to actually have it up and running as a LLC, it's been about 2 years now. So slowly but
Congratulations.
surely getting up there. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Thanks.
definitely. When you relaunch some of the merch, I do want to shop with you because I'll wear it up
Yes,
here so I can,
thank you.
be like a walking billboard.
Most deaf. Yes. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. Now we're in a brand new year, 2025. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes. Happy New Year.
What are some of the things that is on Tazzy Red's bucket list that you're going to make sure in 2025 you absolutely get done that maybe in 2024 you didn't quite get done the way you wanted to?
Ooh. Well, one is with this music. I definitely plan to be more consistent as far as the promotion of it and pushing in social media because I'm just not a social media person. Um, but this and this year trying to travel more.
Hmm.
And before we do travel, but trying to travel a bit more. I am also a dance coach, and this is the first season of competitions. So
Nice.
with that, for our dance team. So shout out Elevated Cheer and Tumble and Dance Now. Um, yeah, getting ready to do that. That's something that I should have kind of jumped into last year type thing with my sister or whatnot, but she convinced me to do it this year.
Good for
So
you.
that's something that's there. And I don't know, I got my piece, so it's like it's not the piece that I need, you know. It's just small goals. There's two things that I'm doing, but I don't want to speak on it yet
Understood.
until, you know what I mean? Until it's fully in.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it. Sometimes you don't want to prematurely put things out there because it could wind up coming back to bite you in the butt. Someone else might try to take
facts.
your idea or something, something, something. You know how people operate.
Yes. Yep, it's two specific things, but you guys will see soon.
That means
So,
they just gotta follow the movement.
yeah,
I know you said just a minute ago that social media is not really your thing, and for me, honestly, it is absolutely not. If I was not doing what I'm doing, I probably wouldn't even be on social media or barely be on there. Would you feel the same way?
most definitely.
Yeah.
Listen, I get fussed out now about how I'm not, pushing like I normally am. I'm doing much better though than before, but yeah, because it's just, um, you have too many bullies behind keyboards,
Yes.
and me, I'm definitely not afraid of anybody. Tazzy as my nickname, but at the same time, like, just it's okay to voice your opinion about things, but a lot of times people just be on here just to talk the most mess and to belittle people and to down talk all of it's just why.
It's
If you
wet.
don't like it, just scroll past or leave a comment that might motivate that person that is truth, even though it might make them mad, but say it in a way that's not so rude and you're trying to make jokes. That's just my thing. It's just too much negativity on there.
I could not agree more. Like literally
Too
everything you
much.
said is how I feel. That's why like on social media, I really stay very neutral because if you make one weird comment on there, people are going to come for you for days and
Oh
days.
my gosh.
It becomes
They are.
consuming and it can throw your energy off. And now it's like you said, unless I'm posting like a positive comment, I just don't do it at all. I see some weirdo stuff on there that maybe I don't agree with, but I just scroll past those. I don't say nothing. I'm not trolling. You're not trolling. There's
Right.
those out there that
Right.
don't care about that. Because in
Yeah.
real life, they ain't gonna say nothing. Like you said, they're the keyboard bullies. Oh, I'm on Instagram. They ain't never gonna get to me.
And that's the thing. And that's another thing. Like to put everything out there on social media is another thing too. Like come on now. These people are out here for gossip and tea. A
Yes.
lot of these people don't really care about what's really going on with you, and there's so that's what I'm saying. There is pros and cons to it, most
Yeah.
definitely. But for me and the kind of person I am, it's just, it's
I
it's not my
agree.
thing.
I know that's right. Listen, and if everybody would use it the right way, it could be more powerful than what
Yes,
it really is.
yes, yes.
Definitely.
When Facebook first started, it was only for college heads because I was in
Exactly.
college and I had one.
Right.
You know, you could hardly do anything, put anything hardly on there, but other stuff. So now, of course, things are supposed to expand. You're not supposed to stay in a bubble, but you know,
It's a bittersweet all the way around, right?
facts, facts.
Coming up in the future, are you going to have any collaboration tracks? Like I know on Mixed Feelings, I don't think there was any
Hmm.
features on that one. Will you have any features on
Nope.
your upcoming project?
Yes. Yes.
Anybody you care to share?
Nope.
Say so.
Not yet. Nope. I'm gonna make that a surprise as to the features I have. Mixed feelings, I did that on purpose because that was pretty much reintroducing myself.
Understood.
So, just to let it be known, this is me, this is all me. I write all my stuff. Nobody writes for me, none of that. So, and it was just for everybody to get to know me again. But for this one, I'm definitely having some features on
Let me ask you this. When you decide that you want to bring someone onto your song, whether it's a male or female artist,
here.
what is your reasoning for choosing that particular artist? Is it the vibes? What is it?
I hear them on that song.
Mm,
So like I know I have an ear, like a really good ear for music, period, and how where people can fit in and certain
Yes.
stuff. So like there might be a song that I'm writing, and then I hear like my homeboy Demo, he's a great R&B singer. I might hear him, so I'm like, I hear him on it. Let me send this to Demo, see if he wants to do it, if he likes
Yeah.
it, and then next thing you know, it'll come. That's exactly how I choose them. I hear the artist on
Gotta
it.
make sense, right?
Yes, has to make sense.
Have you developed like a signature ad lib, something that you find yourself using a lot in your different songs?
Ooh, man, I used to have a few that I haven't. I don't know if I'm gonna bring them back out, but
What's a couple of them?
um,
Let me hear 'em.
one I used to always come out and be like Tazzy Red, the Nazi dread. I used to have dreads. I used to have
Okay.
locks. Yeah, I just cut them last year. So I used to have like long locks. So I was known as the Nazi dread. That was one of my things I used to always say. Um, it's a certain thing that I do on there. Like everybody tells me about. I be like, mm-hmm, or mm-hmm. or mm-hmm. So they be like they know that from there. And on the island side, like when I used to do some of my tracks, there's a part that'd be like yo, yo, and do stuff like that was like my little signature back then for that.
Got you.
But that's about it.
So it's the way you deliver it, people know out the gate, oh, that's Tazzy Red.
They know my voice, yeah. They know I
Understood.
do this kind of stuff, yeah.
Would you say that creating music is like a form of therapy for you? Because life be crazy sometimes.
Music is most definitely therapeutic for me, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's therapeutic for everybody in a certain way. That's why we have to be careful a lot because and as you get older, when you're young, you're hype, you don't care, but as you get older and stuff and you really start to look at life and especially through experiences that you go through, music plays a lot into that. And yes, it's been therapeutic for me ever since I was young. We grew up as far as like our parents putting us to sleep as babies with music.
Yeah.
And that just went on generation to generation, and we do that to our kids now. You know what I mean? So like, yes, if I'm feeling away, it's gonna keep me out of trouble. Let me
Yeah.
go ahead and just get it out right here, how I need to, versus me going out there and doing something that I'm gonna later regret.
Absolutely. It's a great place to pour your emotions is into your music.
Yes.
Do you write? Do you put pen to paper or type on your phone, or do you get in the studio and punch in, or is it a little bit of both?
I don't like punching in. I don't do the punch in thing. But I do pen and paper. I
Gotcha.
still do pen and paper.
I love
If I
that.
do phone, I might do phone sometimes or convert it to phone. That way it's easier in the studio nowadays. But I'm a book pen and paper girl still.
Do you still have some of your writings from like years ago, like a
Yes, I still have some of my books. Yes, I still
notebook?
have some CDs from CDs back in the day. Yes,
I
still
think
here.
that you have to hang on to that type of stuff because it really shows you how far you've come.
Very true.
And that's the only time we should ever look back is to see how far we've come.
Very true. I agree.
Period. Period. Absolutely.
I
Let's
agree.
talk about this record, I Just Can't Fit In. With
Yes.
this particular song, for people who haven't heard it, which we're going to listen to it here in just a few minutes, what does this record mean to you?
This record, this is the first record I put out since like what, probably like the 2 years, like I said, after Reset, single. And this is to pretty much promote the movement and start getting it out there. And it's for everybody. Like fit in, like we said earlier, fit in with who fits in with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, love the skin you're under, love the body you're in at the end of the day. So, but this song here, it's some of that along with the music scene.
Mm,
Okay, so I just can't fit in is more with the music scene. Like I commend the Gorillas, the Lottos, all you guys are doing great or whatever. But see, my flavor and my demeanor is a little different. Like I'm
yeah.
trying not to go there, and that's what I just can't fit in is pretty much in regards. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna stay in my own lane. You know what I mean? And if you feel me, let's get lifted.
You have to do what you feel right doing and do it unapologetically.
Exactly. Pretty much. That's exactly what it's
100%.
about.
Before we get into the record, I do want to ask you one more thing. You've been in the industry a long time, and I'm pretty sure you've
Yeah.
had people dropping gems on you, telling you this, telling you that. What's one of the things that someone's given you, like maybe a piece of advice that's really stuck with you over the years and that you still apply to your music career today?
Whew. On the business side, paperwork,
Mm.
paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. Um, that verbal agreement for the birds.
Yes.
So everybody tends to learn that the hard way. I learned it, but not, it didn't hit me too hard, thank God. But just that. Now, as far as the music side, um, start, be yourself.
Mm.
Like, don't try to follow trends because you think that's what's going to get you there because that's what's trending right now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, nobody, these, not what it's turning into and converting back to, if you're starting to sound like the same of these artists that are out, you're not likely gonna get out there like that if you're still trying to make it big. Stay true to yourself and build some structure to these songs, okay?
Mm.
Like, structure was a big thing back then. And now, and what I mean by that is, like, have a structure to your hook. You might have a spot for a bridge, you might have a spot for a pre-hook. Like, make a song,
Yes.
not just repetitive of the same thing over and over again. And just love it. If you're not loving it anymore, then you might have to do a reset, or it might just be time for you to do something else.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Try the reset first. If that doesn't work and you're still not feeling right about it, then like you said, there's other things you can do still staying in the
Right.
same industry, but not necessarily whatever it is that you're currently doing. I agree with that.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
100%. And then, like
Hmm.
you said, being true to yourself, because I feel like that's the only way you're going to really stay loving it. And because you're not putting on this facade of something you're not.
Yes.
And just because something works for a Glorilla or a Lotto doesn't mean it's going to work for us.
Correct.
You got to
You
do
know what
your
I
own
mean?
thing.
Yep. That's why I said to each his own. And like, I never down anybody, but
Of course.
like, we need some lyricism back. There's
Yeah.
females that can really spit
Mm.
and sing. Yes, we have the R&B artists, but now even R&B kind of went, a little to where we're not painting pictures anymore. And that's what we need to get back to. So,
Definitely ain't got that 90s R&B no more. That was my
no, that's what we're trying to bring back a little bit. Yeah.
what the men were crying for us. They don't do that no more.
Yeah, Red Light Special. I have a song called Red Light Special. It's kind of like that because I brought that from the TLC song, and I love TLC. That's one of the groups right there. You know what I'm
Make
saying?
sure
That's
you
one of
guys
them
go
groups.
get that.
So,
That's on the
yeah,
Mixed Feelings. You see it right here.
yep,
I got it on my Apple
yep.
Music, you know.
And there's a video on YouTube as well
Okay.
for it.
And is that
Hmm.
everything's under Tazzy Red on the YouTube channel?
Yep, yes, ma'am.
I know we gave out your social media earlier. Tell them one more
Hmm.
time before we check out the record where they can follow and keep up with you.
Yes. So follow me on Facebook at Tazzy Red, TazzYREDD. It'll pop right up. The same for Instagram. If you put that in, it'll pop me up. But if not, T dot red with two D's, 31. And I do have a TikTok that's also Tazzy Red, so you should be able to find me easy. If not, find Rena. Rena, find me. Now I'm linking with the wonderful Miss Mystic, and I definitely appreciate you. Definitely keep
Absolutely.
in touch.
I'm going to be down there hopefully within the next couple months to visit my
Oh,
dad.
nice.
We got to connect when I'm there. I would love that.
Most def. Yes. Please let me know.
I
I'll be
absolutely,
here.
because my son lives out there too. He has a house in Wesley Chapel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
right
about an
outside
hour
of
and change.
Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep. Absolutely. I know you have a
Okay.
lot of people that love you, support you. Who do you want to give thanks to and give a shout out to for supporting you through your journey?
Whew. Well, my family, of course, my babies. My family's always there. Rena, most definitely. The producers that I've worked with, ZK, Saint, you guys are awesome. Great Mind, Stratus, Mail Route Entertainment, even GameStar Entertainment. Appreciate y'all. Like, at the end of the day, thank you all for that, because you guys are Demo, even Green Boys. I appreciate y'all. Like, the support and stuff is still there. Match Music, love y'all. Um, the support and stuff is still there, and sometimes we stray away, do our own things, But as you see somebody progressing or doing something else, you're still there. Sippy Boy, thank you very much. Support Tig, Jazzy, great. Jazzy DA, she's a female producer. That's who produced I Just Can't Fit In. So like you need beats and stuff,
Holla at
hit
her.
her. Yes, very good female producer. Um, and I mean, there's so much more. Elevated Chair and Tumble, yay! It's my sister's business. I'm so proud of you guys. And that's about it.
Shout
And
out.
thank you.
No, thank you. Shout out to us. How about that?
Yes, yes. You'll
And
get it
shout,
right. You'll get it right.
I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna practice it and get back with you. Shout out to the homie Robert over there on Facebook. He says salute to you too, bro. Always
Thank you.
supporting. Definitely, 100%. Well, let's get into this record. Before we do that, anything else that you have in the works or that's coming up that we did not talk about that people need to know about?
Nope, we actually talked about everything. You pinpointed almost everything right now. Just stay tuned for the two little surprises that are coming up. But yeah, we're working on some great things. So
Amazing.
thank y'all.
It was so dope to have you on here. Like
Thank
you
you. I
have
appreciate it.
beautiful energy. It's like
Oh,
radiating. I
thank
love it.
you.
I love it. And shout out to
Thank
Rina
you.
again.
Thanks.
Thank you for making the connection.
Yes. Can't wait to link with you. Don't forget when you come.
No, I will absolutely will not forget. So
Okay.
definitely shout out to Tazzy Red checking in. But let's get into this record. Introduce it for us.
Yes. All right, so you're about to hear now my new single that I just put out. I Just Can't Fit In. Really listen to it, because this is for us. And what I mean by us is those that are trendsetters.
Yes,
Okay, we don't follow trends.
I know that's right. Y'all stay tuned
Let me
for
know
it.
what you think.
Yeah, you guys are rocking with the record. Drop those fire emojis in the comments. Let Tazzy Red know that you're rocking with the record and maybe give some
Thank
feedback
you.
of what you like about the record.
Appreciate
Definitely.
it.
Yep. Y'all stay tuned.
Uh-huh.
This is Tazzy.
It's been a minute, but I chose to be missing with all the bullshit I've been seeing and the snakes that been hissing. Rather have a peace of mind than a piece of that prison. So I remove myself from misery that craves the attention. And with this music, yeah, I'm blessed and I'm gifted. Nowadays, the value of quality lyrics have drifted. Bitches getting hella deals for likes and telling they business. Don't get it twisted. I clap back when it come to them disses. I just can't fit in. These bitches be talking, I live it. Always rapping about jewels and coochie, I spit real shit. If that bar just struck a nerve, then I'm winning. Hell, I'm twinning. I just can't fit in. I stay in my own lane, I'm different. Never follow trends, only follow my spirits. If you feeling what I'm talking about, let's get lifted. Yeah, get lifted. Keep in mind that I am always pressed for time. Wasting my energy with foolishness is no good sign. Take that bubble of trouble and blow it to the other side while I lay on my float. On top of all your crying lies, these folks wild. Calling me cocky cause I don't blend in with the crowd. I'm hearing the hatred all in your vibe is getting loud. But you don't want no pressure with the fam that be around. I'm telling you now. The point is, the petty beef you claim you have with me doesn't exist. Focus on the next of your goals and just live. This is why I really could care less to fit in. My patience is thin, so I stay alienated. I'm the root of my nation. I'm showing love, loyalty, grinding full dedication to those who understand how to return with no hesitation. Man, they say I'm too blunt. Well, it's time to face it. I just can't fit in. These bitches be talking, I live it. Always rapping about jewels and coochie, I spit real shit. If that bar just struck a nerve, then I'm winning. Hell, I'm twinning. I just can't fit in. I stay in my own lane, I'm different. Never follow trends, only follow my spirits. If you feeling what I'm talking about, let's get lifted. Yeah, get lifted. I just can't fit in.
Y'all heard it. It's a whole lot. I just can't fit in. Listen, that record absolutely is the type of record that I feel like I can resonate with. I love that for you.
Thank you.
It's on all digital platforms.
Yes.
Go make sure y'all go check it out. Make sure once again follow Tazzy Red on all social media. Anybody that tuned in tonight, we appreciate you being here. Tazzy Red is definitely
Yes, thank you.
absolutely much love to you.